bad. Thank you, Jesus.
Well, good evening, everyone. I would just like to first thank you for being here tonight to help us honor our Alumni Service Award recipient, Mrs. Anresa Davis. And in thinking about that award, the criteria that we uphold for it is giving this award to a graduate that has rendered the greatest service in recent years to both the university and the Alumni Association. And when it comes to Anresa, she's the perfect model for this award. And it could be for many things, including but not limited to her time on the Alumni Board of Directors, most recently serving as the Scholarship Committee Chair, her serving on the College of Health Sciences Leadership Board, as well as her serving on the Foundation Board of Trustees. But one thing that stands out for me is when we were planning this year on how we were going to announce to our recipients that they would be getting their respective alumni awards, we had to think about creative ways to get them on a Zoom call. And thinking about how do we get Anresa on a call, we came up with, hey, we're going to tell her that we're thinking about scholarships and we want to pick her brain. And I remember sending an email to Anresa, letting her know that, hey, are you available this date? We'd like to kind of meet and pick your brain about scholarships. And typically when I'm sending the email, I'm pretty much close to my screen, and I always wait to make sure I'm writing everything grammatically correct and all that good stuff. And when I press send, I honestly don't think I even had time to relax in my chair before Anresa responded and said, I'll be there. I'd be more than happy to talk to you, and make sure you let me know exactly what you want to talk about. So in my head, I'm excited because one, she responded right away. But on the other hand, I was like, dang, I got myself into doing some extra work now. But her willingness to take part in something like that just showed how proactive and supportive she is of her alma mater, and always wanting to help not just the students here at Georgia College, but the faculty and staff and her fellow alumni as well. And just stories like that, I'm pretty sure all of you have a bunch of stories that are similar, that shows that when it comes to service and servicing this university, Anresa is the perfect person to do that. And I would like to have everyone join me in just congratulating and applauding Anresa as our 2020 recipient of the Alumni Service Award.
Yay!
And Anresa, we're going to let you say a few things, but we also have Dr. Dorman here. I know he wants to say a few words. Dr. Dorman.
Thanks, Trey. And Anresa, I can't think of anyone that's any more deserving of this award than you are. I know when we first got acquainted, you had a desire to do something very special, to recognize one of your former professors. And you did that, and I think it provided you with some satisfaction. I think it provided you with an opportunity to have a self-satisfaction, but also to do something meaningful, to acknowledge someone that had contributed greatly to your life. But in doing that, in starting that scholarship in Miss Summerlin's name, you've also now allowed the possibility for others, just like you, to come in your footsteps and in Miss Summerlin's footsteps to have a good life too, and have a good opportunity to learn. And so and then from that, you've built in so many other ways as far as your contributions to the university, the alumni board, now on the Foundation Board of Trustees, being involved in the College of Health Sciences. You just contributed so much. I wish we could get together because, I've always enjoyed talking to you. That's the other thing. I just, you've always been a joy to talk to, very positive about life, positive about the university, positive about your trajectory and the trajectory of the university. And so you've got a wonderful, warm attitude too, and that makes you a very special person. And so I wish we could all be together to acknowledge this um, very well deserved award. But hopefully, there will come a time that we can get back together again, and in the near future, and acknowledge this together. But I just want you to know how proud we are of you, how proud you have made your university of your work, and how fortunate we are as a university to have you be a part now of helping to think about the university, the trajectory of the university, and how fortunate we are to have you as one of our alumni. So congratulations on this well-deserved award. We're just so proud of you and your work, and you're just a wonderful alumni, and so thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Anresa, the floor is yours.
Oh, now y'all gave her a fat head.
Trey, those are dangerous words. Dr. Dorman, Pam, Trey, Mosme, others on this call, all I can say is thank you. Who would have ever thought back in the mid-60s as a middle schooler visiting Milledgeville during summer breaks that over 50 years later, my relationship would be stronger than ever with Georgia College. So I have to first, there's just so many ways and so many people that you say thank you to, mostly my mother and dad, who did not want me to go away to college. They wanted me to stay home, but thought that Milledgeville would be a good fit. And then I have to say this weekend, I am spending today and tomorrow with my very best friends from Georgia College. And who would have thought that in September of 1972, that we would meet each other and still be together in 2020, especially under COVID circumstances. And I think that in my relationships at Georgia College, it first started with two things. One was living in an unair conditioned dorm. We lived in the old Wells Hall. It was unair conditioned and hotter than 15 blazing fires, and you had to leave your doors open or you would suffocate. So what better way to meet people than just through an open door into a common corridor? And that is where so many of my closest relationships began, was just right inside that very humble looking building compared to what is on campus now. And then I have to say, I have a pretty marvelous family. I have a wonderful husband, Phil. I have two outstanding children, Stephen and John, who no matter what I have stepped out to do, have supported me 150%. And my happiness has been their happiness. My causes have been their causes. And I really appreciate their love and support and attention and encouragement. And I hope that as I see my family grow, I hope that it'll all come full circle through their lives as well. But Georgia College is a very special place. And every time I hear Dr. Dorman talk about the school being a preeminent setting, that he wants it to be successful from undergrad all the way to postdoc through research, what I most appreciate is that as we are soaring to greater heights each and every day, that somehow, some way, everybody on that campus helps to keep that small town feel that makes the campus just so very special. You can get a great education, you can conduct wonderful research, you can have mentorship A to Z, and yet no matter where you go, somebody still knows your name. And I just think that everything builds from relationships, and without them, you're not nearly as successful as you could be. And one of my most favorite stories was 2 years ago. Not only did I get to thank Miss Summerlin through the nursing scholarship, but 2 years ago, I actually got to see Dr. Frank Vinson, retired professor from the Department of History. And our relationship was warm, but I was not his prized pupil. And yet he never gave up on me. Wasn't so sure I was going to make it, but it was just so nice to be able to see him again and just tell him thank you. Thank you for not giving up. Thank you for seeing the good. Thank you for encouraging me. And you just never know when those small touch points are going to strike a chord in someone's heart. And I think that when you don't have that personal connection like we do at Georgia College with each other, that you lose an opportunity for reflection as to where you are versus where you came from, and just to remember those people who didn't give up on you and who got you there. And we all have those stories. So you know what, whatever I offer back to Georgia College is a small token of my gratitude, my respect, my thanks, but mostly just my love. And I hope that however I can continue to be of service, that it will always be helping the school to make that one more step towards that preeminence that we're striving for. So thank you to everybody who selected me. Thank you for the honor, but mostly thank you, Georgia College, for just being a big part of who I am. Thank you.
Thank you, Anresa, and congratulations again. And at this time, we'd like to open the floor for anyone that would like to say something to Anresa.
Well, I can say, having long and close personal relationship with the honor, that this is who she is. Everything she does to the greatest of her abilities, whether it's in the neighborhood or at the church, throughout the school years, and thankfully those are all over now. But even maintaining an interest in our adult children's lives, she's just a giver and a server, and I mean, she is led and called to the things that she does, and she does it with love and enthusiasm that I've rarely seen anywhere else. So congratulations, honey. I love you.
I love you too, sweetie. Thank you.
Anresa, this is Pam. You know, I thought about a saying. It says, through love, serve one another. And so when I think of you and you're serving, whether it's in your professional career or all of the work that you've done at Georgia College since I've known you, it's been from your heart. And it's an outflow of the love that's within your heart that all of us have been recipients. All of our students, through your work on the scholarship committee, they have been recipients of that love that flows from your heart. And that's what we feel whenever we're in your presence, your enthusiasm, your commitment. It just all flows out of a love that you have that's in your heart. And so this award just, it's so deserving, Anresa, so deserving. So congratulations. And I'm just excited for you.
Pam, thank you. And I've got to just take a second to give it right back to you, because you were the very first person that reached out to me when I first joined the alumni board. You were living in Texas. I was sad that you were so far away, but you reached out and offered a hand of acceptance and a hand of help. And I really got my start by emulating you, by watching you, by emulating you. So I want to thank you for giving me that example. And I am so happy for today, because I really think that some of it goes back to you.
Anresa, this is Monica. I just want to add that you are, in addition to all the other things, you're the most humble person I have ever met. Every time I've ever asked you to do anything for us or anything, you're always like, "Oh, me?" And it's so wonderful, because it's just like, of course you. But it has been an honor, and I mean, truly an honor and a pleasure to be your peer and to be your friend and to work with you, and just thank you so much. You are indeed the reason we do the work we do, and I just, this honor is so appropriate. Thank you.
Monica, thank you. And I'm so glad you're on this call because I get to personally say goodbye. And we had a talk a few years ago about where we see ourselves in the future. And I am so excited for this great giant step you're getting ready to take. And I have to tell you, Columbia, South Carolina, that's where my husband's from, is a marvelous city. Big university, small town feel. I don't know if I'm going to like your saying go Gamecocks, but I'm so excited for you because you're going to love the city as well as the school. And when we come to South Carolina to visit, I can be in touch and visit with you.
I'm going to hold you to that, Anresa. You better come be in touch with me.
Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
Lord
You
knows
can't
she won't come anywhere near my family.
honey.
Anresa, I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for allowing me to help you put that scholarship together for Professor Summerlin. And I also just want to say thank you for allowing me to be a part of you telling her about the scholarship. And I'll never forget your observation about her problems with memory. You said she probably won't remember this tomorrow, but it doesn't matter because we're doing it right now and it's the right thing. And that's always stuck with me, that you do, and this kind of underscores Pam's point, is you do things because they're right and you do it because it's from your heart. And I just want to thank you for allowing me to be a part of that.
You're welcome, Bob. We make a pretty good team, don't we, Bob?
Sometimes, yeah. I don't think I could keep up with you if we were running. No, if I had a bike, I could keep up with you, but I don't think I could keep up with you when we're running.
We make a good team. Thank you, Bob. She's very special.
Yeah.
Anresa, I just want to take a second and thank you for all of your hard work on the alumni board for the last 2 years that I've known you and beyond that as well. Your passion for the scholarship committee is the reason that so many of our new members choose that committee. It's the way your eyes light up when you're talking about how much you're going to be helping the students and just enriching their lives. It's that passion that brings so many other board members to join that committee and want to serve in that capacity. So thank you so much for everything you do and congratulations on this award.
Thank you, Mosme. You know I love you and I miss you so much, and scholarships are important. And clearly, you know what other big job can you do? Well, during COVID time you can, but what other big job can you do at home in your pajamas? That's the job I want.
Anresa, I wanted to thank you as well. You're new to our College of Health Science Leadership Board, but we appreciate your enthusiasm as well. And thank you for hanging in there and not forgetting us, because we've asked you 3 years ago to join and you still remembered. We appreciate it, Anresa. And
Emily,
we're honored you're part of our board.
thank you. I am too. And mostly because now I get to work with you, because I love you and I'm looking forward to a couple of great years together.
Anresa, this is Sherry, and I want to ditto everything that everybody has said, and especially what Emily said too, because we are so fortunate to have you on the College of Health Sciences board, and you bring such experience and energy to our board, and just the qualifiers that everyone has said about you. I just, in a very short period of time, would say, yes, absolutely, that's who Anresa is. And I'm just so very thankful and blessed that we will get to work together and to get to know each other better, and that we will benefit from your knowledge and your expertise. So congratulations.
Thank you, Sharon. You know, there's an old biblical saying about not forgetting your dry bones. So I'm probably the oldest alum on the board, and I just appreciate an old timer being brought into the future, because I do think there's a way for us all to go back to go back to the past to get to our future. So I appreciate your accepting me on the board, and I look forward to being in service with y'all.
Do you have anyone else that would like to say anything? I think we are good to go. I just want to end everything by saying we are recording this. So Anresa, this is going to be on our YouTube channel that you've been interacting with all week. So you can share this with your family and friends. And we're looking forward to the rest of our Georgia College family being able to stop on that page and just get a glimpse of how amazing of a person you are and what you've meant to our university. And again, just want to congratulate you one more time on being our 2020 Alumni Service Award winner.
Thank you, Trey. And we'll be back together when the time is right. It'll be that much more joyful. But for now, however we can make it work is good enough for me. Thank you. I'm so honored and I'm so grateful.
You are so very welcome. And thanks everybody for being a part of this. Y'all have a good evening.
Thanks,
Bye,
Anresa.
everybody.
You too.
Bye. Good to see
Bye,
you.
Bob.
Bye-bye.
Good to see y'all.